and Chad Kundert, the Kundert Construction Company. They're going to just tell us a little bit about the history, the success and growth of their business, and any trends in the construction industry that are worth sharing with us. I'll let you both take it away. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having us. My name is Cory Kundert. I am the CEO of Kundert Construction, here with my brother Chad. We're excited to be here talking about Kundert Construction. So we'll do quick little intros. Chad, take it away.
So I'm Chad Kundert, owner of Kundert Construction. We were founded in 1998. Yeah, I was just a young kid. 21, 22 years old. Decided I was going to start a construction company. So I did. Pretty easy, right? You go out, get your license, all that fun stuff. Then I found out what it was to run a business. A lot of ups and downs over the years. Kind of fast forward to 2021, I found something called the Contractor Fight. It's a coaching group. They help you elevate your business training. I guess they train you, but it's training for contractors. Teaches you how to deal with your customers, deal with your employees, and really digs into your numbers. So at that point, that got me thinking, what can I do here? I was spinning my wheels for years. What I have 10, 15 employees at one time, doing everything myself. And after, digging into the training, 2022, I went to one of their seminars, and that really opened up my eyes. So one night, I called my brother and said it's time, and he knew what I meant. So I hired a office manager. And that kind of took a lot off my plate. I was doing everything in the business at one time. So working anywhere from 90 to 100 hours a week sometimes, I guess. So, and then as that progressed, I just started putting more people in place. And last year I hired my brother, and here we are trying to build a company that promotes the trades, not just carpenters. We're trying to promote all trades because honestly, as general contractors, we need all trades to complete our projects. So I'll give it over to Cory now.
Thanks, Chad. Yep. So like Chad said, I joined the company last summer after years of seeing the business grow. It's been super fun and exciting to see where we're going and see where we're at and see where we're going moving forward. So a little bit about me. I was in the corporate world for 10 years, and it was fine. It wasn't filling up my passion, and so being able to work alongside my brother and the team now has been amazing. So I do a lot of our marketing, our business development. I speak at a lot of different events, part of a lot of boards, committees, associations, things like that. Like Chad alluded to, we'll talk a little bit about it, but we're really passionate about elevating the trades and getting that next generation excited about being in the trades. So, Chad, you kind of talked a little bit about that. Can you talk about our new homes and our projects and things?
Yeah, so as of right now, we do around 15 new homes a year. Hoping to elevate that as communities start to add more lots that we can work with. And we do about 40 remodels. That's interior, exterior remodels. We're talking kitchens, bathrooms, new siding on a house, new windows, just kind of anything that has to do with carpentry work we do. We mostly serve Greene County. We try to stay within an hour. That seems to be a good radius for us. That way, we're big on family in our company. So that way the guys and girls that work for us can get back to their families at a decent hour at night and keep moving forward. So
Yeah, right now we have 10 crew members in the field, so typically 3 or 4 crews we run a day, and then we have 4 of us in the office. Chad does our sales and estimating, and him and I kind of collaborate on strategically growing the business. We have a project manager who runs the day-to-day operations of our projects, and we have an office manager. We like to say she's the glue that keeps everybody together, right? Yeah. So I want to talk about our mission. This is something we've really worked hard on, is trying to develop our mission statement at Kundert Construction. And you can see in red here, it's to elevate skilled trades. To us, it's not just about building houses. It's about helping to cultivate a culture that supports the development of future skilled tradespeople across the entire industry. So we spend a lot of time and effort. We have kids that job shadow us. We have job fairs we go to. We just helped host a trades day at the high school last week, and Chad, I'll have you talk a bit about that experience too. But we know there's a lack of skilled trades people. There's a lot of people that are going to be retiring here soon, and we want to help make a difference and get that next generation into the trades. So, Chad, you want to talk about Trades Day?
yeah. So Trades Day was pretty cool. We invited NARI, which is National Remodeling
National Association of the Remodeling Industry.
Yeah. We're a member of them, and Cory got in contact with them, and they're doing these things they call Trades Days. So they brought in a couple carpenters, a plumbing company,
an electrician and
tile people, and we set up stations, and kids came out of their classes and came and went through with each one of our stations. And so I was teaching them how to put together composite decking. The plumbers were teaching them how to, put pipes together. My daughter got to wire an outlet for an electrical box. Just stuff like that. And there was a lot of good interaction, and it was fun. It's fun teaching these kids. So
there was over 250 students that came through that day. So there was all these students, some of them the first time using the drill. So they got that hands-on experience. Next, I want to talk about our core values. So this is something we, as a company, we brought our whole entire team together. So our carpenters, everyone in the office, and we wanted to help define who we are as a company, the behaviors that we want within our company. And this is what our team came up with, and we're just starting to roll this out and implement it. And so it's own it, lead it, integrity in action, relentless pursuit of excellence, lead with purpose, mentor with passion, stronger together, and win the moments. So this is what we expect out of our employees. This is the culture that we're building. Is we want that team that comes together. That stronger together piece, to me, is the most important piece of it, because we have crews, 3 or 4 crews out every day. They're not interacting all the time. We want to make sure they're coming together, and we're intentional about that. And we're building together as a team, because we don't succeed if we're not a team, right? So, next, I'm gonna do a little interviewing on Chad here. So I'm gonna ask him some questions here. We're gonna start with the early days. This is Chad from back probably late '90s, early 2000s.
yeah.
I wish you still had those shorts. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't think they fit anymore.
All right, so Chad, you want to talk a little bit? You talked a little bit about the early days, but what really inspired you and got you passionate about getting into carpentry?
Well, growing up, Dad did carpentry work. I don't know why I'm getting emotional here, but he couldn't do it anymore, and I don't know, I just always had a passion for it. So since I was 7 or 8 years old, I wanted to be a carpenter. So that's where it started. friend of mine were talking one day, and we decided, like I said, that we could do this. So in the beginning, it was just me and a buddy of mine, and we did a lot of roofing. So we did mostly barn roofs, and that kind of sucks. You have to carry shingles all the way up. Yeah, it's brutal on your body, but we got through it, and it kind of turned into this. So,
What'd you learn in those early days that you've been able to implement or kind of learn from moving forward here?
try to work smarter, not harder. Back then, we just thought we were young and strong, and we just worked our tail to the bone. That created several surgeries in different parts of the body. So, yeah, just try to work smarter, not harder.
All right, so we talked a little bit about growth. So when Chad started, it was him and a buddy doing roofs, decks, smaller projects, and now we've continued to see this business grow over the years. Chad mentioned a seminar he went to a few years ago. That was a big moment in the growth of the company, and there's a picture from that day there. You want to talk a bit about some of those big growth moments you had and how that's helped us move forward?
Well, I can't really say too much what my coach says because he's kind of got a potty mouth. So if anybody ever looks up the contractor fight, first time Dad watched it with me, he was laughing quite a bit, but there's an F-bomb all the time. This guy is intense, in your face. He lets you know how it is. So that being said, he's got a no bullcrap attitude. Like, you're going to do it, do it. Grind to it. Biggest things that I've probably gotten out of this is consistency and discipline. And that's big in any part of your life. So that's the biggest thing I've got out of the contractor fight.
So you talked a bit about that moment where you said that you need some help. So I'll do a little shout out to Luke here. I was actually leaving the YMCA that night. It was like 9 o'clock at night. Chad called me. He was going to be into the night working on estimates and things like that, having to get up the next day. You were still working in the field at that point a little bit. So again, 90 to 100 hours a week trying to do everything. And when he called me, he said, "It's time." I knew exactly right then and there that he needed help. So got a job ad up the next day for an office manager. We had I think we had 40 applicants in 5 hours for that. So I had to shut it down because it was getting overwhelming, but we were able to hire somebody really quick there. And this was an instrumental piece of the whole story, right? She was able to come in and be able to build systems and processes and things, take a lot off of Chad's plate where he can focus on different things. And it was just a really great piece of the puzzle here. And then last year, you decided it was time to hire a project manager. You had a lot of stuff going on at that point in time. You talk about what went into the decision of hiring a project manager and how important that is to the business.
So at Kundert Construction, some of our big goals are to make the customer's experience as best we can. And me trying to run a lot of things yet, customers are having good experiences, but not an awesome experience. So I decided at that point that it was time to bring on a construction manager, and this person just kind of, I don't know if he's personal assistant to the homeowners or how you want to put it, but he's kind of at their beck and call. He helps them make decisions on colors and what products to pick out. If there's any changes, then he notifies us, and then we do a change order. So that way we can get the change order in before the job is over, so the customer doesn't get surprised with an extra $1,000 bill, let's say, it's the construction management part of it is just, that was to increase the customer's experience.
And when you're running 5 to 10, 12 projects at a time, there's so much going on. So with all the other stuff Chad had going on, it just made sense to have that piece of it. So I joined the team last June, and I really focused my efforts on our marketing, our community relations, business development type stuff, and we're doing a lot to try and get that next generation excited about the trade. So this is our tagline that we created last year. It's called "Building Homes, Communities, People, the Kundert Way." And when we talk about that, we mean all of that. So we do build homes, right? We're very involved in the community. We give back. We attend events. We're on boards, that sort of thing. We really want to see Monroe and Greene County grow. We want to be a part of that. And then people, that's our people. Internal in the company, we want to see everybody succeed as much as they can while they're with us here. We also do some things like this. We go out and speak at certain events, and I'm kind of working on some things with some of our associations where I'll be speaking and teaching classes, which has been an awesome experience too. So we're investing a lot of time and effort in people as well, and these are things that all really inspire us. But Chad touched on it a little bit earlier. So we do about 15 new homes a year. We're really trying to grow that side of the business. New homes are, we have really good systems and processes for new homes. And there's a lot less variables usually when it comes to new homes versus remodels. So you want to talk a bit about kind of that goal and why new homes are really important for growth, especially around here?
So anybody here ever try to buy a house in the last few years? Inventory is pretty low, so that's my big focus on new homes. Inventory is low. People need places to live. We're focusing more on I don't want to call it an affordable home, but homes for the middle to middle upper class, like us average people. So we're trying to make it affordable, but obviously there's things that get in the way of that, like, you know, our employees, they need to be paid well and all that. But I find that the homes we're building seem to be really, I don't even know how to put it, but priced well for compared to what the others are, I guess. But we are still doing the other areas because, I mean, a lot of people live in a house, they can't find a house, so they want a new kitchen, they want a new bathroom. That's why we're still doing the remodeling too, but we're focusing on the new homes for the people that can't find a house to move into. So we just focus on trying to build them one.
All right, the future. So I intentionally put a picture up here. We had a student job shadow us about 6-7 weeks ago. He was actually one that came through on that trades day. So it was kind of cool to see that experience. But we've talked a lot about building that next generation, and really excited. We have a youth apprentice that's joining us this summer from Monroe High School. He's really all in on wanting to be a carpenter growing up. So we're going to rotate him through our crews and give him that kind of full experience there. We just today had a 17-year-old start with us. He's from Evansville. He's actually working full-time with us. He's almost graduating. He's doing a night class, so he's able to work full-time. And then he'll be graduating here soon. And we have another student who is going to work with us for 2 days this summer, kind of on the office side of things. And just we've talked a lot about wanting to build that next generation, and we're putting it in action, and it's really exciting. But Chad, where do you see the business going as we move forward? The next 5 years. what do you think it's going to look like?
Well, I think we're just going to continue to elevate the trades, try to get young kids involved, and whether that's with us or with some of our partners like the concrete guys, the electricians, plumbers, HVAC. We keep pushing forward with that. We're going to keep doing more events like this to maybe elevate my public speaking a bit, because I don't do this very much, so it's kind of getting myself out of my comfort zone. But yeah, we're just going to continue to try to grow the company and elevate the trades and put people into jobs.
And we have time for some
Didn't
questions.
there used to be a program where high school kids build a house? And what happened to that program, and is there any chance of resurrecting it?
Yeah. Want to take that?
So yeah, it was called Capstone. I was in it. It was an awesome class. We built a house. Our teacher was incredible. He was very patient, because obviously with 17 teenage boys, it's pretty hard to keep them all under control. He did a good job at it. Unfortunately, Cory wasn't able to do that because, was it your freshman year?
My freshman year was
the last year that they did that. And I believe they went away with it just because there was not much interest in the trades. At that time, everybody was pushing for college. And now you can see out there that the trades aren't, I don't even know how to put it. At one point, I feel like society looked down on the tradespeople a bit, but now tradespeople get paid very well. Sometimes they're making more than people that come out of college. And I'm not knocking college, because college is for some people, but not for everybody, and the trade's the same way. So can you talk about what they're doing now to elevate?
Yeah, so they did bring back that program. It's slightly different now. So it's called the Home Construction Cooperative. Last year they remodeled a house, and this year they're building a new house over by the middle school. And next year they're actually, I heard just last week, they're going to be doing a new home and a remodel, because there was so much interest in that. There's only spots for 16 students to get into this class, and they had 47 that wanted to get in. And that number is climbing. And we're hoping Trades Day events like this is going to continue to help elevate that too. So
Monroe, or the GDC wants to open it up to.
Yeah, so Green
Other
County Development
schools.
Corporation runs that program, and they want to open it up Green County wide, have students from other schools come in and do that. There was one from Judah this year that joined, but they want to open it up to the rest of the schools in the county too. So.
And this is something we're heavily involved in too.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, we want to open it up to questions. If anybody has any questions, Mom and Dad, I don't know if you have any questions. You have fact checking you need to do for us, but
Yeah, you guys are gonna have an open house, right? Maybe they can.
yeah, at some point. So we just so our shop is the old Green County Humane Society off of Highway 69. It's transformed a lot over the years. We're building a showroom, conference room. We got a second story on part of the building. So we haven't finalized dates or anything for an open house or ribbon cutting, but we are planning on doing that and getting community involved in that as well. Yeah, Tony?
I just have a comment. It just warmed my heart.
We didn't know. They surprised us.
This is great.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby did it.
That's great.
Gene and Lex, George, and Eve and I are all in the same exercise. Yeah. So we'll rehash what you said.
Okay. We'll fact check it. It's fine.
Double fact check.
That sounds good. What other questions does the group have? David?
I have a question for either one of you. Chad, you mentioned about working smarter. I'm the type of person I guess I need a concrete, wherever it is, a time we get an aha moment. Where, wow, I could have done this a long time ago. Any concrete example?
Just a couple, probably.
Well, for instance, like roof loading, when we did a lot of shingling, there's suppliers out there that will bring the shingles out and put them on the roof for you instead of carrying them up with your shoulder one by one. First time I dug a post hole with a skid loader, wow, that was amazing. Instead of going like this. So there's a couple examples.
Yeah.
Yep.
How was building materials changed?
Yeah, so like that green board, for instance, that's called
My brain's not working.
yeah. Why am I forgetting? Anyway, it has a membrane that's stuck right to it, almost like you see on a roof with ice and water shield. You ever seen where it's like shiny on a roof on the bottom 3 foot? This is on the whole wall, so yeah, that saves time, and it's like I said, it's waterproof. So if water were to penetrate behind the siding, it's going to be okay. There's been a lot of things that can speed up the process in the building industry now. Sometimes the houses we build are panelized. So all that means is we partner with R Squared in Freeport, and they just frame the walls for us, and they bring them out. They have them all labeled A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. They're framed the exact same way we would do it. We can just set the house quicker and get it under roof, so like your subfloor doesn't get wet then, because we can sometimes have a house under roof within 5 days. Yeah. Go ahead.
Most of us watched the Y extension get built. Now we're watching the high school thing get built. And my educated eye, it kind of looks like the same process. There's a steel infrastructure or iron or something.
Yeah.
It looks very similar. Is that applicable to houses at all, or is it just for larger projects?
A lot of it would be similar. It's just that, like the Y in the high school, a lot of it's steel and block products.
And what would houses be?
You could do a house like that, but you better have a big pocketbook. Yeah, it's the reasons houses are put together with wood is it's just more economical. And the metal frames that's all engineered, like with the high school and the Y, all that is engineered from the ground up. So all that metal is engineered to support certain areas of the house, yes, or building. Go ahead, Bill.
Steel roofs,
Steel roofs?
what do you think of those?
Well, they're awesome. I mean, you never have to put a roof on again. They're expensive. Depending on the grade, it can be anywhere from double to 4 times the amount of shingles. But like I said, a 30-year-old person wouldn't even ever have to put a roof on probably. And sometimes insurance goes down. Like I would say out west, your insurance can be lower because fires can't jump. So that's a bonus with the steel roofs too.
Other questions? Well, I just want to thank you both very much for
Thank you.
speaking. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Chad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor. I always get to share our compensation, a free lunch video. You get a nice pen.
Awesome.
Yes.
Kiwanis Club.
I will use it.
Appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely. Wave it in front of Christine's face.
Yeah, I'll do.
That's what you get for not showing up.
Thank you. We have some brochures and cards up here too,
Yeah.
if you guys want.
Absolutely. I want to grab them for myself. So
Yes.
thank you again very much.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
at this point,
Thank you.